So we are live again on Twitch. Hello, everybody. I see a couple of you are still chilling in the chat there. So GM to everybody. Rohek, I see you in both places at once. We are also on the OneHive Discord. So I want to start again. If you drop your ETH address either in Twitch or in the cafe chat on OneHive Discord, we'll put you in the drawing for an NFB's airdrop. But right now, we're really excited to welcome to the stream here Lauren from Giveth. Lauren, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
So we just finished up an hour of headlines, and I've been most looking forward to talking with you about Giveth, though. We did a video a couple weeks back, but I want to hear from the source here, what's going on, what's the latest, and what we can sort of expect in the coming weeks here. But for people who might not know anything about Giveth, maybe give us a little background on yourself and the project you're working on.
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Lauren, anyway. Yeah, I've been working with Giveth for about a year now, and Giveth is a platform. We actually have two dApps, but I'm going to focus on our streamlined, easy-to-use dApp, which is Giveth.io. And it's basically a dApp where anyone can create a project within minutes, and you can donate directly to those for good projects. So I'm just sharing screen right now with like a little bit of an exploration of the dApp. But yeah, it's really, really easy to add a project. We also have like our easy onboarding. So even if people aren't familiar with Ethereum and don't have a MetaMask and aren't like really, really crypto savvy, but they have a good project that's actually making change on the ground, it's really easy to create a wallet. We use Taurus Wallet, which you can actually sign in with Google or with Facebook or with Twitter or with any of your social media handles in the same way that you can sign in like to any Web2 site. And so you can actually create a Taurus wallet and then start a project and start raising funds. And so it's kind of our like easy onboarding for nonprofits who aren't familiar with crypto. And then it's like once they start raising funds on Giveth and they start becoming more successful, then it's kind of like it pulls them a little further. So part of our mission is to kind of like spark this moment of interest in getting more involved in crypto and in raising funds with Ethereum. Yeah, so I'm just like showing the dApp right now, and we've got lots of really cool projects on here, and we have this verified marker, and basically verified projects are projects that we do a little check on and ensure that they're using the funds for what they say they're using the funds, and that they are who they say that they are. And so like the verified label is kind of like our stamp of approval, which gives like a little bit more of a sense of trust for that project's donors. Yeah, so that's the Giveth dApp. It's easy to use, easy to get onboarded, and then it's just like there's tons of really great projects on here. And part of the great thing with this project verification that we've been working on is that we're in the coming weeks we're going to be launching the GIVeconomy and the Give token, and when people donate to verified projects on Giveth, they'll be able to get Give tokens back. Like you can get up to 75% of the value of your donation back in Give tokens, and it's part of our mission of rewarding and empowering those who give.
Hey Lauren, can I ask a quick question about that Taurus wallet?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so this is something, I think last time we spoke, you and Willie talked a little bit about it. I'm wondering if I'm someone, like I'm in the DC area, right? And there's lots of nonprofits here, and like I'd love to pitch some of them on different things, including, this Giveth first and foremost. Like, so it allows the Web3 login, and it just automates the creation of like a MetaMask wallet for them, or
no, like it automates the creation of a Taurus wallet. So
Taurus wallet, right.
This is our staging site. So I think I can sign out, and oh no, it wants me to sign in with MetaMask. I'll create one here. So Nick wallet. So if I selected Taurus before, it's going right to it because I had already selected before, but it had like the pop-up where it showed MetaMask and Taurus, and then you can just like sign in with Twitter. Oh, it opened in a new tab. Hold on, I'm only sharing. Oh, it just says redirecting you back to the application. That's all the new tab says. And then, try again. Yeah, Sorry for the delay.
No.
It says redirect. Yeah, but basically you just you sign in with, I'm signing, like I click to sign in with Twitter, and then it like opens my Twitter in a new page, and then it generates a new wallet address for the person, depending on their like what they use to sign in. I think it's giving me trouble right now because I created one before, and so I can't create a new one. But like if you just go on, it's like really just as simple as like clicking Taurus, and then it generates a wallet for you. So it's not like MetaMask, and you don't have like the extension, but you can access the wallet by app.tor.us and sign in the exact same way. And so it's really nice because it's easy onboarding, but it does have the disadvantage that like if you lost access to your Google account, you would also lose access to your Ethereum account. So it's kind of like just like our first easiest way to bring people in, but then like over time when people start raising funds, like nonprofits start raising funds, we are encouraging people to move over to MetaMask and create a wallet that they actually like can have more stability
right,
and
in
security.
self-custody. Got it. Okay. So this wallet, then it is created on, and it runs on XDAI, like straight away?
You can actually, you can have it on XDAI, you can accept XDAI donations or donations on mainnet. It's just like a regular wallet, like with that has like kind of multiple chains. I think even Taurus has Polygon, has Matic. Yeah, I think you can accept donations and access funds from different chains.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was my question, because like the sort of the fiat off ramping is like the biggest. Eventually it would be the question, and then I've got from people I've spoken with in terms of, we get this crypto. How do we then like get it off? And so if it's available on something like Polygon, it's easy to say, oh well, you could use CDC or some. You can then send those, if you swap it to USDC, you can then send it to pay your people or whatever easily. Which is it's cool. I'm trying to think through that, and I've had some of these questions. A couple of my family members are in NGOs, and Thanksgiving, I probably talk too much about crypto and try to pitch them on joining Giveth, and we'll see. There are always going to be those early adopters as well as permanent cynics.
Yeah, definitely. But it's been really cool getting. I mean, Taurus Wallet is really cool. I love how easy it is to get connected, but then I also don't really love the disadvantage of then my funds are tied to my Google or tied to my Facebook.
Right.
So it's not ideal, but it is really friendly for people who are only familiar with Web 2.
It's maybe a good first step. Yeah,
exactly. But then, of course, for people who are more crypto savvy, we have MetaMask, and actually, it's really comfortable to navigate the app with connected to MetaMask. It's so weird that it keeps making me go here now. Oh, switch wallet. I have to go here. Cool. So now I just signed in with my MetaMask browser extension. So that's me, Lauren Luce, and and then I can just donate, and it's like a much more comfortable user experience as well. I mean, it's easy to get on with Taurus, but then MetaMask is where we really want people to be. So the DApp is really optimized for that.
Got it. Cool. And can you pay with a credit card? Is that functionality live, or is
coming soon? It's
cool.
Actually coming really soon. I mean, it's not on there yet, and I haven't done a ton of testing on it, but we're integrating with Transact. Maybe you can. Maybe it is now. I haven't actually even tested this yet, but we're doing a Transact integration. It's brand new, so if it's actually working now, I guess it's actually working now. Wow. Okay.
That's awesome.
I won't demo it for you too much because this is my first time exploring it, but it's Transact is you're basically kind of buying crypto with a credit card, and then the credit card is getting sent directly to the project's wallet address. So this is kind of the nice thing about Giveth.io. Is it you're sending funds directly from your wallet to their wallet, and it gets stored, we track the donation, and it gets stored in our database, and then we can kind of see the list of people who donated to that project through Giveth. But it's we're not holding the funds, and we're not charging any fees. Your donations go directly from you to them, and even if you're using Transact or using a credit card. Yeah.
Awesome.
So anyway, you can see all the donations that went to this project are just stored here in our database, and then you can see them on the front end.
I love that. That's really cool. Particularly, people are using their ETH addresses or whatever, or not, right? But the fact that you can see that is really neat.
Totally. I really like actually having it have my name there. So whenever I donate, I always make sure that I'm signed in so that you can see that I donated to this project, because I feel proud being a donor.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? I saw it earlier on the screen there. The Farsi Solidity project. I know that was something you wanted to... Yeah.
Totally. I actually wanted to highlight a few project success stories, because the last few weeks have been very, very exciting for projects on the DApp. This was one. It was kind of a hot topic on Twitter. They had a I think a grant on Gitcoin, and then also they had something on this, and because of the U.S. laws and sanctions, they had to, like, Gitcoin had to take their grant down and weren't allowed to keep it on there, and so it kind of like really upset a lot of people, and they felt like the things weren't being as decentralized as they want it to be. But like I can totally understand from the perspective of Gitcoin, but we have their project on Giveth, and so we were still able to support them because because we don't have the same limitations as Gitcoin does, and so it was really great. We had them come onto our community call the same day, and they talked about how they wanted to offer this Solidity development course in Farsi, and they were originally going to be like selling packages of selling packages, 75 packages of like $100 donations, but they wanted to release the course for free, and so then they set a goal of $7,500 and put the word out there. And because of all of this attention that it got from this conflict with their grant being removed, etc., it got a lot of people coming in and donating, and they were actually able to raise their funding goal. And so now they're going to be releasing this Solidity development course in Farsi, which was like really exciting for us. It was really exciting that we could still be able to support a project that in other ways was being a little bit blocked. And they were really happy and grateful, and it was just so nice to be a part of that. I wanted to highlight also another one 100%. Actually. I wanted to highlight this other one because this was also just wow and crazy. So there's this project on Giveth called Feed the Hungry in Chilliwack, BC, Canada, made by David. David, please do who actually works for Gitcoin. And the project was him and his daughter were making sandwiches and giving them to homeless people in Chilliwack, BC. Because apparently what they do in Vancouver is they round up homeless people and they put them on a bus and they send them to Chilliwack, and then they leave them in Chilliwack. So David and his daughter were making sandwiches
wow.
and giving them out. I know. And they were giving them out to homeless people, and he made a project and he wanted to raise like $250 to make healthy sandwiches on Giveth. And I love this project. I just think it's so nice, and it was like such a good example of how anyone can make a project on Giveth and start raising funds. You don't need to be the Red Cross or Greenpeace or like be a really well-known organization. You can start raising funds, and then somebody came and they donated like 20 ETH and then 11 ETH, man. 2 donations. It was like in the same day, and they raised now they have $126,000 in their project.
That's awesome. That is really sweet. He's gonna have to set up a foundation crazy. Or something and do this. Like, yeah, that's awesome.
Right? So it was super, super exciting. And then he made an update because I saw this on Twitter. He tagged Giveth, and he made an update because of the overwhelming support that they got in donations. There were these crazy floods happening in BC, and a lot of people's homes were being ruined, and there was just like a lot of turmoil happening. And so he decided that he's going to use the funds that they also gained here to like continue on his mission to help the needy and ultimately help these families that are struggling because of the crazy natural disaster. So it was just all of these things coming together. It's like just like nice guy making sandwiches, and then just like huge big donations simultaneously with like big natural disaster, and then like how can we help people with this? So I think this is just like a really inspiring story and a really nice way in which like just like Giveth can facilitate a platform for connecting donors and projects who are doing good work, and then it just kind of makes the world better for everybody, and I felt super excited about it.
100%. That is awesome. I haven't spoken with David in the last couple of days, so I'm going to have to reach out. I didn't realize when you told me that story. I didn't know that was David. That's awesome. Yeah. That is so cool. That is, very neat. Well, so folks, if you're here either in the OneHive Discord or you're watching on Twitch, head over to giveth.io and see some of these awesome projects. And how many? So you must have new projects being added like every day. Yeah. On there.
I don't know how many projects are on here right now. I think some hundreds, and verified projects we have like about 50 or so. Our project verification system right now is is like a centralized team effort where a group of people from our project like review the project, sometimes reach out to the project owner and like check into like if they're a nonprofit, if they have a website, if there's evidence that they're doing what they're doing. So the project verification process, it's one of these things that we're hoping to iterate on and improve over time, but as it is right now, it is still a really nice way of looking into projects a little deeper. And so we have about like 40 or 50 verified projects right now on Giveth, and this is actually like a nice segue into like I want to focus a little more on talking about the GIVeconomy and kind of like the exciting things that we're coming out with, because this is part of like really the Giveth mission is to reward and empower those who give to projects, to society, and to the world. So we're launching a token in the coming weeks, and we are going to be using this token to make our platform also a place in which donors are rewarded for giving, and also a place in which donors are empowered with governance rights over the platform and are able to lead and direct the future of giving and the way that things are unfolding. So we have the project verification system, and yeah, basically you can donate to verified projects on Giveth, and then at the end of a 2-week round, you'll get give back. You'll get give back. So I'm going to show you a sneak peek of our. This isn't all ready yet, but I'll show you. It's getting there. But we have. This is going to be the give backs page. This is right now just on our testing deployment. We're still going through and working out the kinks. But we have these give backs rounds, and every give backs round, we're allocating 1 million give tokens to the round to give out to people who donate to verified projects. And then during the 2-week rounds, we're tracking all the donations that happen on Giveth to verified projects, and then we're splitting up that pot of 1 million to the donors based on like the quantity of their donation. So the bigger the donation, the bigger the give backs for those donors. And you can get up to 75% of your donation back in give tokens, and you get some of it right away, and then some of it gets streamed to you over time. So it's sort of like we're bringing people into Giveth and giving them more and more give tokens over time, which is then going to be our governance token. The give token is going to be our governance token. We have actually a Give Garden that powered by OneHive Gardens, which just launched a few weeks ago, or just a week ago. Things happen so quickly in crypto, I haven't lost track. But people who have Give tokens are going to be able to vote on funding proposals that are in our Give Garden, and able to basically just decide like the way that Giveth is being built and the new projects that we're funding and the way that things are growing.
I think that's such a compelling use case to not only empower people who are already involved, but really bring more and more people into to what's happening here. So in some ways, you're sort of borrowing a little bit from the rounds concept from Gitcoin, maybe, as far as just providing like time frames where you can push for donations. Is there I know you talked also about sort of the verified, and I saw the indicator on some of these now, the verification process for projects. So if you have round one that launches, I know you had a verification process in the works there.
Yeah, the verification process right now, if people want to get verified, if you have a project on Giveth and you want to get verified, you have to there's a type form, and the type form, there's a project verification. I think you can link to it directly from here. Yeah, it's just a type form where you go through and you answer a bunch of questions. You put in the link to your project, your full name. You discuss a little bit about like what you're using the funds for. You put in links to any documentation, or if you're a certified nonprofit in whatever country, like wherever you're verified, you can upload the documentation, and it's kind of we want, like on Giveth, we want to have the ability for anybody to be raising funds, like even just for personal reasons. If you want to go on Giveth and raise funds to like support someone that is sick, or pay for your own medical bills. We have a few projects I noticed on there that are like that, which are great. But the projects that are getting verified are projects that are actually producing like public good. They're producing good for more than just one person. So it's like, we could have verified projects, or projects would get verified if they're helping sick kids or wiping away medical debt for lots of people. But it's likely not, your project is likely not to get verified if it's only just supporting you.
Got it. Cool. So are there any projects in addition to the one in Iran that you thought were exciting and that you wanted to share in addition to that, and David?
Yeah, actually, I actually have something, related. Actually, I wanted to mention that we're also in the next, probably within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be going live with our Giving Block integration. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Giving Block, but the Giving Block is this really, really great donation platform that they get nonprofits accepting crypto donations, but the way that it works is when you donate to a Giving Block project, it goes, like, you can only donate Gemini tokens, and then it goes into their bank account as fiat. So Giving Block reaches out to nonprofits, and then they onboard them onto the Giving Block, and then their projects can accept crypto, and then that gets directly converted into fiat and into that project, which helps support them to continue on their mission. So we're doing an integration with the Giving Block, and I actually, that's one of the reasons I opened up the staging site, because we have a preview. There's some joke projects on there, because when we're testing our DApp, we like to make each other laugh. But we have all these Giving Block projects which are already on the testing site, and we're going to be going live with. And basically, you'll be able to donate to the Giving Block projects via Giveth. And so this is a super exciting thing, because Giving Block does a really, really great job of this project verification process that we were talking about. They have really strict rules for the projects that are allowed to be on the Giving Block. They're almost all certified nonprofits, and so it's really, really nice to be able to have their projects also on the Giveth platform, because it gives a lot more options to our donors, and also their projects getting on Giveth gives another means for people to find those projects and be donating in crypto to them.
100%. That's awesome. So they're going to be live on there at launch, at project launch.
Yeah, when we launch the GIVeconomy, we're also going to have all these projects from Giving Block, and I think there's something like 200 or so projects. So there's going to be so many options of projects that you can donate to on Giveth, and then also because these projects are being automatically verified because they're verified by Giving Block, donors to those projects will also get givebacks. So we're going to have an abundance of amazing, great projects on Giveth that you can donate to, and then get Give tokens that then you can go to the Gift Garden and stake on cool proposals and direct the future of giving.
There you go. That's the tweet. Very nice.
That's the tweet.
I like that. Yeah, this is really this is very exciting. The synergy there. You guys planning to do something special at ETH Denver? I'm thinking forward to that with a couple of cronies here at One Hive. What are you guys thinking?
I know that Griff is planning to go to ETH Denver. I'm also planning on going, but I have my head so focused in the upcoming economy launch. I can't even see past this weekend. I don't know what life is like after that.
I got you.
We're definitely going to be there in ETH Denver. I think it's in February, right?
Yes.
Yeah, February. So by that point, we're going to have the GIVeconomy launch, and we're definitely going to be there representing Giveth and just getting more people excited. But yeah, no special plans yet.
Got it. Well, what do you think? You want to take a look at chat? We got a couple questions here, or do you have anything else you want to share first? What do you prefer, Lauren?
I guess I'm debating. We can go to some questions, and then if there's time and we want to go through a few more things, there's a few other elements to the GIVeconomy that I could discuss and just point to. But really, the most exciting is the Givebacks program. I think it's just it's the coolest thing to be empowering givers with governance rights. So yeah, let's take questions, and then if there's time at the end, I can go into a little bit more spieling.
Cool. Well, so on Twitch, we got a couple people that have joined us recently. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to Payne. Welcome to OX Billy. And Billy's asking, let's see here. So and I guess he's talking about Bright ID. Is Bright ID integrated with the Giveth, with the DApp, or how do you have the proof of uniqueness there?
No, we don't have Bright ID integrated with the Giveth DApp. Actually, one of the reasons is because we before we didn't have the. Well, actually, no. It's because if you donate on Giveth, we don't mind if you're multiple different people with multiple different accounts. You can donate. Your donations are still going to the projects that they're going to, and we don't have. Gitcoin uses Bright ID because they also have the quadratic matching. So it's
right.
they're tracking how many people are donating to projects and like seeing like the community popularity, and then that gets like more matching funds. With givebacks, it's like you get givebacks proportional to how much you donate. So if you donate from 6 different accounts or you donate from only one account, you still get the same amount of givebacks. So y.at is actually a really close partner of ours, and we've been discussing a lot of things with y.at for future plans, but we don't have y.at verification integrated in the DApp right now.
Well, as you said, it doesn't seem critical to avoid, like you're not probably at risk of some type of Sybil attack in the same way that like the honey faucet or something along those lines, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. So let's see here. Billy, did you have another question? Let me check over here again one more time. What tokens are being taken? Oh, so if you want to, I guess, if you want to donate on Giveth, I saw XDAI. Are there other currencies or tokens that you can donate?
Oh yeah, we have so many different tokens that you can donate on Giveth. We have Giveth. You can donate either on. Oh, sorry, I'm looking still at the staging site. You can donate on mainnet or you can donate on XDAI, and then just the amount of tokens you can donate are just as many as you would wish. Like we have a bunch of them on our token list. I think I'm connected to XDAI. Yeah, I can switch to mainnet. And then so it's like we have a drop-down list where there's like many different tokens on here, and the list of tokens right now is like the ones we thought of, and then other ones that people are asking for. So if there's a token that's on there if there's a token that's not on there that you want to donate, right now we have just the process of like you have to submit a request, and then we'll add the token. But coming in the very near future, it's like something we've been like just talking about in like close development that people are working on, is like the ability to just like search for a token and then like put in the address and then find the token and then donate whichever token that you want to the projects. There is actually one limitation though on with the Giving Block projects, because of the nature in which the Giving Block projects, they only accept tokens that are on Gemini, and the projects get to pick which tokens that they want to accept. And then those tokens get converted into fiat. So they have a much more restrictive, shorter list of tokens, but for the majority of projects that are on Giveth accepting crypto, possibilities are endless.
Sweet. Let's see. Rohak could also ask a question about the types of projects that might be created on Discord. So I think his question was, through Giveth, could a campaign be created to help immigrants who need it most in other countries? Yeah, I of course, like, if somebody's driving that charge, it's really easy to create a project. Oh, oops, just signed in my wallet. You just type in the name of your project. So helping immigrants, and then you go through the project flow. You add in a description. You select the categories that apply to it. You select the location that it has the most impact. You upload an image. Add in your wallet address, and then I just made it. And then you start raising funds. Then you can start raising funds. So if you have an initiative that you're trying to support, you can just go ahead and easily make a project. The only limitation is like whether or not the project will be able to get verified. But if the project isn't verified, it still shows up on the project's page. Like anyone, you can still share it. You can still accept donations, and still raise funds. You just won't be eligible for givebacks unless you go through the verification program, and in which case we look for more specifics on like how the funds are being used and who is creating the project. Awesome. Cool. Well, that's all I think we got for questions right now. You want to talk a little bit more about that GIVeconomy?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it.
Sure. So I can just like walk through a little bit of our flow that we have here. As I mentioned, so we have the givebacks program, which I already talked about a lot, and then we're using a Give Garden, which probably most people here, if they're in the One Hive stream, are familiar with. It's a conviction voting DAO where we're using Give tokens to vote on proposals to pass funding. So we have that as part of our integration. We're also creating a farming opportunity. So we're incentivizing liquidity providing and giving rewards. Right now on our tests, the APRs are wild, just wild and crazy on our test deployment. And so you can actually, even by providing liquidity and then supporting the token and supporting the project, you can actually get even more Give tokens, which then you can use for voting in the garden further. And I just think that this is just like a really cool kind of like circular way. Like you donate, you get Give, then you stake your Give and provide liquidity, and then you earn more Give, and then you go and you vote in the garden. And it's just like a really nice way of integrating, getting people involved. And we also have the Give stream. So basically anytime that you're earning Give tokens throughout the Give economy, whether it's from givebacks, whether you are earning them from providing liquidity, we also have rewards for if you're wrapping tokens to use in the garden, then there's also rewards that you're generating from just having your tokens wrapped in order to vote. And so whenever you're earning rewards in Give, you also get a Give stream, and the Give stream is a continuous flow of Give that you just keep getting. So it's like we put the flow rate as a Give per week value, but it's every second you're continuously getting more and more Give from your Give stream. So as the Give economy grows, all of our users who have been earning Give and have been participating in the economy also earn more Give. So it's like the economy expands, people get more Give, and then people have more governance rights, and it's kind of like our way of growing and expanding from something that's starting out smaller.
That's really cool. And I think one question I had here was, so if you're staking, say, in one of these pools, or if it looks like you're going to have like single-sided Give staking in addition to the LP pools?
Yeah.
That's really cool. If you were to stake in that single-sided pool, for example, can you still use those tokens in gardens to vote? For governance? Awesome.
We actually integrated it, so it's the same thing. Actually, when you're staking your tokens, you're wrapping them, and whether or not you use them to vote, they're in the garden, and you can use them to vote. So it's like the stakers who are just staking and not voting, and the stakers who are wrapping, and you can either wrap your tokens here on our Give farm page, or you can wrap them in the garden.
So it's the same contract?
It's exactly the same.
Got it. That's really cool. I like that. I like having two different front ends for the same. That's cool. Very cool.
I like it too, and we actually have it like because we have the stream in the garden. I think actually I can open the garden here, but it's again like just our test deployment on XDAI. It all just like interacts and links back to each other. So it's like in the garden they have this. Let me connect. Yeah, so you can wrap your tokens here, and then it shows you that you're earning extra Give tokens, and then when you go to claim, it will send you to this page where you can like actually see how much you've earned, like what your extra flow rate is for your Give stream. And then when you harvest tokens, you get that extra Give stream flow rate, you get everything that's in your Give stream, and you get everything that you earn from wrapping tokens.
That is awesome. I'm stoked. Everybody else in either the chat here or on Twitch, you're getting some exciting news here, and I know you don't have a date for this, but we're looking forward and hope. Can we say hopefully before the end of the year? Is that a safe enough thing to say?
That's safe enough to say. I think that's safe enough to say. We're really pushing super, super hard in these next weeks, and I'm really excited. I'm doing a lot of outreach soon, and we're like very close, very close. You
can see it. That the testnet looks like it's working smooth.
It's working very smooth, yeah.
Awesome. Let's see here. It is the bottom of the hour. Let's check chat and see. Again, welcome to everybody here. I see we have Rodrigo XS. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on Twitch. If you got any questions, Lauren, do you have time? If people have them, give them a second. Do you have time for a few more questions?
Definitely. I have time for a few more questions.
Cool. Okay, so let's say if you are on Twitch, drop a question. If you're on the OneHive Cafe, or if you're on OneHive server, drop a question in Cafe. I'll check either of those places. And one more time, if you haven't yet shared your ETH address for the last NFB's airdrop, now is your last chance to do that. So if you're on the Twitch stream, or if you're in the OneHive Cafe, drop your ETH address, and you will be eligible for the airdrop. Let's see. Yes, Rohak, you see those farms. Now, those weren't live, but you saw the farms.
I mean, you can earn tons of test give right now. You could earn tons of our test tokens.
Yeah. There you go. I think you saw it and then you showed it live. Let's check the OneHive server. Let me switch back. I think there we go. Okay. So at launch then, if there are people here either in the audience or watching this after the fact on YouTube, this is going to be live. The token will be live on both mainnet and XDAI to start with. Is that correct?
Yeah. We're actually launching the token on mainnet and bridging it to the majority of it to XDAI, and we're doing our give drop on XDAI. So most people who start out with Give, like the Giveth previous donors, previous supporters, are going to be getting Give on XDAI.
Got it. Excellent. We will wrap up the stream here then. Thanks again, Lauren, and thanks again to everybody for joining us here in the OneHive Discord and on Twitch, and we will see you next week. We'll be putting this out on YouTube in the coming days here, so you can share that if you want to, any of this exciting news with other people, and we'll talk to you all later. Have a good day. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you.